So how did Threshold come about in terms of? You said you left Arcane because you wanted to concentrate on Threshold. So you're sitting there, you're developing Threshold. How did you reach out to Critical Reflex, or did they reach out to you?
Actually, I didn't leave Arcane because of that.
Okay.
But I was looking for more creative freedom, and see some fresh, have some fresh air. Basically see something else. So I joined Crytek right after Arcane. But yeah, for the Critical Reflex part, they reached out. It's a scout who saw the game after I was posting. I was trying to post a lot of small advancements, some small updates about the game. I still wanted it to be really cryptic, so I couldn't show a lot. On the game is really small as well, so you can't really show that much. You've got to pick what you show, and I didn't think anyone would be interested in that, So I wasn't sure how to take it or how to handle it at first. It was a bit overwhelming to be, facing people who offer you a deal, basically.
Yeah, I don't know if it's too good to be true or, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And do I need it? That was a question that I was asking me a lot as well. Do I really need that help right now? I got back then I had maybe 11,000 wish lists, and I didn't really know what it meant. So yeah, I wasn't sure, and I was quite advanced in the development. But a friend of mine asked me, "Would you rather have a lot of not much, or not much of a lot?"
Yeah. Right. The Game Pass question, right?
That was kind of a compelling. Yeah. That was kind of a compelling argument, actually. Among other things, localization, that kind of stuff. That was also kind of a nice thing to have.
Because those negative reviews are going to be nitpicking at the smallest things, like this didn't have Polish subtitles or something
they
like
were
that.
Silly.
It was silly. I wouldn't have pissed off these 20 guys in Poland or something. This is actually something I came to notice, and I was like, wait, based on a true story, because I know a lot of things claim that, and then they sort of embellish it and make it good. I'm curious, what level is Threshold's story based on the truth? Without giving too much away, of course, but
yeah, I mean, I can be really open about what it is. It's gonna spoil a lot, but let's spoil if that's fine.
If you're cool with it, we're cool with it, I'm sure.
If you're cool with it, yeah.
So it's a game about there's a lot of things, but the reason why I decided to make that game was because my wife told me that in France every day there's 3 million animals that are being killed for food, and for in a single day in France, so it felt like a huge number, and it kind of rang a bell, I mean, no, it struck a chord more like something felt worth saying about that, because games are never talking about that. I understand why. It's there are more critical topics right now in the world, more pressing ones, but it felt it should be brought up still, because games aren't talking about that kind of stuff at all. It felt that's a shame, and especially showing that number felt like something interesting to go for. Basically, I love data viz, graphics that gather that data and give you a visual idea of what those big numbers mean. because we are like so used to seeing billions on that we barely comprehend what it means in scale.
You don't understand the scale of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
exactly.
your tweet about it the other day, the pinned tweet, and I was like, that's what everybody's talking about.
Exactly. So that's the main part. Basically, the game starts, and you pick a country, and you play for 1 hour, for example. At the end, the basic idea was at the end of that hour, if you play for an hour, it's gonna rain down animal corpses, and it's gonna be the exact number of animals that have been killed during your playtime in the country you picked. So that's like the actual base. Actually, I thought about it a lot when I decided to write this based on a true story. I thought I should. At some point, I thought I would write based on actual data, or something like, or statistics, but it would have been a bit spoilery and a bit less sexy. So I went for the whole, like the big cliche.
Yeah.
There's also
but you're not wrong though. You're not wrong when you say it. So.
No, and actually, there's an event that happened in the US, in Kentucky, I think. It was called the Kentucky Meat Rain or something like that, meat shower. And it's actually a real event that happened in the US. Like meat fell from the sky, and people are unsure why or what happened. But you can look it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It exists.
I've heard of fish showers,
thing.
A funny story about that, by the way. Dylan Rogers, I guess you know the guy.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, like when I was developing Threshold, he posted something. He posted actually the Wikipedia link of the Kentucky meat shower. I'm not sure it's Kentucky, but something meat shower. And I, in the thread, of answers of that tweet, there was someone saying, "Oh, that would be so cool to have a game with blobs of meat that fall from above and something like that," and I was like, please let me be the first one to do such a thing, before someone drops something really quick, I was a bit, it made me a bit nervous.
Well, it's definitely a very arresting image, if nothing else, regardless of how true or otherwise. Yeah, it still makes the point, right?